I'm eager to get as much out of this life while I'm here. Well, I guess I kind of look on death as a necessary part of human experience, and which may end the human experience, much like I think birth began the human experience. I think I like working with my hands, and I like a shop atmosphere. And it's probably simple. I'm here, so I think it would be. I find it more worthwhile to do something. When I started, I did several things. I tried wood carving, I tried painting, and I tried welding. And after a while, I decided to concentrate on welding or metal stuff. It would be a long life if I didn't have something to do with my hands. I have hands, so to just experience the world through your mind, not only would it be long, I think it would be long for me. I would be missing out of what's available to me since I have hands, and since I have a stage to work with those hands where the mind can come into play too. But I think it's just a richer experience. To put your impress on what's around you. And you end up defining yourself in a way that you would never get if you didn't go there. But anyway, you not only do you get your life through what you do, you kind of lose it in a sense. You lose the opportunity to choose a different life because, if you choose to live in Tennessee, well, you're not going to be a Californian, but you're be in Tennessee. I had to choose a place to put it, and I had two options, and so I had a freedom, to some degree, I was freed. I wasn't told to put it here. I wasn't under any mandate, but I was under a mandate to do it somewhere, and so I was anxious. I couldn't decide for a while which are the two places to put it. I only had two places I could put it. And but once I did decide, I said in this, I think it's online, it was real liberating. You know, it gave me freedom. You know, from that prison of not being able to do it because I hadn't decided which place to do it. You know, but once I decided to do it and limited myself to here, then I was able. I felt free. You know, now the only freedom I have is as far as being here. The only choice I have on that, as I see it, is that I can end it. You know, if I don't, I'm here. And if I want to look on it as a prison, you know, and then I can. And early on, I looked on. I had the sense that what to do. You know, it's like I can do not anything, but I could choose a lot. You know, I could go a lot of places and try to do a lot of things. You know, but that I was lost. You know, I'm lost. I felt lost when at that time in my life. You know, I wanted to travel around. You know. And then learn that geography in and of itself wasn't the answer I was looking for. But once I kind of the way I got rid of that overwhelming freedom, which gave me a sense, I was very anxious. You use that word, you know. And it gave me a sense of being lost. I mean, it's like being in the middle of a dark room. You know, where are we? You know, I mean, yeah, my eyes are open, but you know, so once I think once I decided to look generally a certain direction, you know, I'm in this dark room or something, but I'm not going to keep turning around. I don't want. That's not what I want to do. I'm going to stay in this thing. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen here, you know. And so then, kind of like some light shows up. To the extent that I can speak of humanity, I think there's no meaning to and of humanity that's not made by humanity. And so I guess on a personal level, I think there's no meaning to my life that I hold worthwhile that's not made by me. It's like I like to think, I don't care about God, but if there's a God, well, the only thing I'm interested in is how I experience Him in my life or in my daily life. You know, I don't care how He is on Pluto or Mars or in Mississippi. You know, if there is something, it's going to have to be here. It's going to have to be along this way. You know, because that's where I am.